This is my Christmas light display that I've been doing for a little over 10 years. Not every year, but I try to do it most years. In 2006, I saw a display on TV that had the animated with the music in that, and I looked into it. And so in 2007, I started with just incandescent lights. I'm sort of on the fourth generation of lights here. It went from incandescent to LED to what they call dumb pixels, where you had a string of lights. You could make them any color you wanted, but every light had to be the same. Now they have smart pixels, which basically every light on the string can be any color at any time. So that's how you can do the spins and everything you might see a little bit later on. Well, the setup is about a month long, but I'm working on it pretty much all year long between the programming of the songs and making the elements that you see behind us here and such. So, but a good month to set it up and test it and be ready to show for a month. Yeah, it's gotten bigger and bigger. However, when I first did it with the incandescent lights, I was over 100,000 lights. Now with these type of lights, I'm down to 35,000, but it looks like more lights because you can do so many things. They're so much brighter. It's pretty well received. As it gets closer to Christmas, it really gets busy. In fact, the traffic can't move very much. A lot of people drive by, they can't get close, and they work their way up, and they're here for a long time. So sometimes I actually shorten the show to keep the traffic moving. I've had people tell me that live nearby that their little kids won't go to bed until they come over here and drive by, and they have to do it 2-3 times a week to get their kids to go to bed. And so that's nice to know. And I think everybody likes it. I think the children obviously especially like it, the young kids.
I like the trees. They're like really cool. I like how they change colors, and it's I wonder like how they did it though, and it's like really cool to watch the lights.
When you get into this, you find out most of it's do-it-yourself. You can't just buy this stuff. You have to buy the components, kind of put it together. And there's a lot of forums out there and help groups, and people have made tutorial videos that they put on YouTube and such, which is really helpful. Because sometimes when you have a problem, you can almost be sure someone else has had that problem and figured it out. So you don't have to recreate the wheel. No, there's a program that you basically you have to put a diagram of your house in the computer, because it has to know where every light is. Actually, every little light, you have to tell it where it's at. And then you put the music into that, then you program it. And you say, okay, when this hits this beat, I want the green to come on. When it hits a different beat, I want red to come on, or I want it to spin or fade. And you just keep building on that. So programming a song can take, I try to keep my songs short, 2 to 3 minutes, and it can take 6, 7, 8, 9 hours a minute to program those. So there's a lot of programming. I think people will recognize most of the songs they hear.
Have a Holly Jolly Christmas.
Holly Jolly Christmas is your favorite?
Yeah.
Do you like any other songs?
I like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's my mostest favorite one. And Frosty the Snowman.
I guess the one question everybody says, well, you have your own radio station. No, I put the song in the computer, and I have a little FM transmitter, and it only transmits a few hundred yards. And that's how it's in sync all the time. It isn't a radio station. It's just a little transmitter that sends a signal out with the lights. And I guess the other thing I would tell people, if they do want to stop by and see it, do it sooner rather than later. When it gets close to Christmas, that weekend before Christmas, there'll be a log jam out here with cars. So, and don't come when it's raining. Other than that, everybody's welcome.